When it comes to your dominating thoughts, what do you think about your dominating thoughts? When you hear those two words together, what do you think about when you hear dominating thoughts? You know, I just listened to an audio, The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. And it was talking about how we become what we think about most of the time. That we don't become what we think about some of the time or once in a while, right? But actually, most of the time. So when you hear those two words, dominating thoughts, what comes to your mind? Okay, Julissa says depends on the thought vibration. Okay, Louisa talks about control. Okay, and we understand that with the thought vibration, and if everything is happening in relation to the thought vibration, then in order to change the inner communication or the outer co-creation, even the manifestation, what must you change? What must you change? That's a question. It seems strange, but at the end of the day, what must you change? Right? And I thought about this because he talked about the dominating thoughts. Like one of my mentors, when he was talking about reading this book by Napoleon Hill, the book was called Think and Grow Rich. It didn't say like act and grow rich, wish and grow rich, dream and grow rich, right? It said think and grow rich. Like you see all this? The greenery and the scenery? This is rich, right? Nature only knows abundance. And if you are nature, then you are abundant. But what if you thought that you were not? You see what I'm saying? So nature is only abundant. And you are nature, so you are abundant. But what if you thought that you were not? Right? So if those are your dominating thoughts, you can see it all around you, right? No matter what it takes to ground you, your dominating thoughts will always be the ones that found you. So he told me, he said, okay, read this book, right? Take a look inside of this book. Take a peek in the mind that you seek. But he said, the only thing is, you can't just read this book one time. I said, what do you mean I can't read it one time? Is one time is not enough? He said, no. You can't just read this one time. I said, why can I not just read it one time? He said, because of the mind. They said, Jerome, break it down. What are you talking about? He said, you can't just read this one time because of the mind, right? That eventually you find that if you don't take the proper amount of time, your mind will erase whatever you find, right? Because of your dominating thoughts. I said, what? Break that down. What do you mean? Like I hear how it sounds, but break that down. He said, Jerome, your dominating thoughts are going to wash away all of this material. Right? Everything that you're hearing right now, because of the mind, it usually goes through one ear and out the other. Right? Just like an idea might fly from one person to another. So he said, you can't just read this one time. Repetition is the mother of skill. Consistency is the DNA of mastery. You must do this again and again and again. Why? Why must I do this multiple times? Oh, because of the mind. I started to see the signs. Just like if you've ever listened to one of your negative friends, you've heard that voice in your ear again and again and again. Just like if you've ever listened to one of your favorite songs, right? And not saying what is right or what is wrong, but if you've listened to a song going on all day long, you get good. You get good at it. You've heard the words, right? You've memorized it. It's inside the mental makeup of your inner matrix. It's inside there. It's ingrained. It's sustained. And what is ingrained and sustained becomes maintained in the brain. These are the ways that we often change. But what's good about that is you never have to remain the same. You never have to remain the same, right? So you could be the dog behind the gate, but make sure you guard the gate of your mind. Because given the right amount of time, you start to find and see the signs that you either become more aligned or disaligned, right? Either become more refined or unrefined. But it's all based on your design. So anybody has the potential to shine. But you must realize that there's a very fine line. But it is all in your power. Every minute, every hour. So don't just read the book, but start to devour whatever you feel like you are guided towards. Make sure you always have that picture on your vision board. Because your mind is always working. The subconscious is always searching. It doesn't have an off switch, right? There's really nothing to resist. Because whatever you try to resist will ultimately have to persist. And you will be the witness. So are you getting this? Much love to you, my friend. I just wanted to let you know about the dominant thoughts, that it really is no surprise before your very eyes what you got. When you understand what's in your hand is usually what you bought. So don't find yourself trapped. Don't find yourself caught, right? Don't find yourself in a cage full of rage. If you're writing the book of your life, only you can turn the next page. Only you can reach the next stage. And it doesn't matter your age. You can be young or you can be old, right? But no matter what it is that you're told, within your heart, you have gold. So be brave and be bold. You never need to be controlled. Much love, my friend. Your dominating thoughts. Even right now, as you hear my voice, realize that you always have the choice. Okay? Much love. And have a beautiful day. Woo! You got this.